Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey everyone, my name is Cassie, and on Once Upon a Time in Springfield today, my dad and I will be talking about Season 3, Episode 3, Bart the Murderer. Okay, Dad, start the intro.
She's Cassie.
My dad's like Homer, because he always goes out and buys us donuts.
He's Chris.
Cassie used to be a lot like Maggie when she was a baby. She never gave up her pacifier.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a wonderful evening of theater and picking up after yourself.
This is Once Upon a Time in Springfield, a Simpsons review show from the point of view of a dad and his daughter.
From now on, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the ride.
Here they are, Cassie and Chris.
Season 3, Episode 3, Bart the Murderer. In this episode, while his class enjoys a field trip, Bart becomes a good fellow under Springfield Mall bus. Fat Tony.
What the hell was that?
All right, Cassie, what was the chalkboard gag?
The chalkboard gag was, I will not bribe my principal, my teacher.
Well, there were two, actually.
Yeah.
The first one was high explosives in school don't mix, and that's obvious. Yes, thank you. And I don't know. And then there was one halfway through the episode because Bart got in trouble and it said, I will not bribe the principal. That was a good one. All right, Cassie, what was the couch gag?
The couch gag was everybody stacked up and made a pyramid.
Right. It was like almost like they were cheerleading or something.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And Maggie was on top and she went, Pazah. Well, not in that sound.
Like ta-da, kind of.
Yeah, she did jazz hands.
You're all nuts.
Okay, so in the beginning it opens up. Bart's waking up in his room and he's excited to be awake and it's going to be a good day. And he steps on a dinosaur.
Ow.
And then what happens?
And then he goes downstairs, all happy like, and he's like, oh, what? I could win a glow-in-the-dark police for official sticker? Okay, let's reach my hand in there.
Yep.
Homer, you're wearing my sticker.
Homer stole his toy from the cereal box. Then what happens?
Then he says, Homer, you stole my sticker. And he says, don't call me Homer. Officer Homer.
That was pretty funny. Okay, so then he goes upstairs to get dressed, and what happened? The little Santa's little helpers in there not helping.
Definitely not helping. He's eating his all-done homework. Perfectly splendid homework.
Yeah.
Perfectly splendid.
That was a pretty funny line right there where Bart's like, oh, I didn't know dogs really did that. All right, yeah, so then he gets dressed finally and tries to go to the bus, and...
Of course, they have to close the doors, and then it immediately starts to rain.
Yeah, he misses the bus and it starts to rain, so he has to walk to school.
Yep.
He gets to school and he goes inside.
And there's a rainbow.
It stops raining. Then he gets to school, and it's supposed to be a great day because they're all going to go on this field trip to the chocolate factory, and they're just going to eat chocolate, I guess, and...
Swim in chocolate.
He forgot his permission slip.
He forgot his permission slip under his pillow. Who puts your permission slip under a pillow?
Well, he was trying to not forget it, and I understand putting it there, but that didn't work out so well for him.
I would put it on my dad's desk.
Quite possibly. So Bart doesn't get to go, but he gets to do what with Mr. Skinner?
He gets to lick envelopes.
Yeah, remember his tongue looked all dry at the end? It was kind of gross.
No, it was kind of like a cat's tongue, but squared.
It was a little bit, right? While all of his friends are at this factory.
He has sandpaper tongue.
And they're going crazy. They're swimming in vats of chocolate.
And they're turning levers and pressing buttons.
Dropping things into the chocolate and eating them. Basically, what's happening is Bart's having a really, really bad day, and everybody else is at a chocolate factory having a good day.
Especially Lisa.
Right. Lisa likes having a good day when Bart's not around.
Everybody likes having a good day when no brothers are around.
Oh, I see. It's a brother-sister thing. Good to know. So then Bart's like, screw this, I'm going home. And he goes home, and a wheel breaks on his skateboard.
And it's raining.
And he crashes.
No, like I'm talking about when he steps one step outside and it starts raining.
Yep. And he crashes.
And he falls downstairs.
And?
Fat Tony.
No, we don't know who it is yet. It's just a bunch of guns pointed at him.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
So then they bring Bart inside.
Yep, and then it opens up in the middle with Bart being inside hostage to Fat Tony and all of his friends.
Fat Tony and all of his friends. Boom.
I know you didn't understand what kind of was going on because they were betting on horses. Did you get that whole thing?
I didn't get that part,
Okay.
but like I got
it. Was quite funny because Bart's like being kind of a jerk to these mobsters, and he's like, "You're going to listen to me and you're going to help me vote for these horses. Which horse do you want to win?" He goes, "Eat my shorts." And he's like, "Eat my shorts is in the fourth race. I asked for the horses in the second race." And he goes, "Don't have a cow, man." "Oh, you want me to bet for Don't Have a Cow, man?" So basically, the horse's name was Don't Have a Cow, man. And so, anyway.
It was funny.
It was.
Okay, so
then he got done picking horses, and then what'd they make him do?
then he now works there, and he makes drinks.
He does make drinks, and like serves the place now. He's like, the cocktail waitress.
He's like, here you go.
Yep.
Wait. Ding.
There
Here
you go.
go.
All right, Chief Wiggin busts into the place and says, "I'm going to take you down, Fat Tony."
And then, Bart has to save him by giving him a drink.
Yep. Then he leaves, and Homer shows up in Bart's room, and it's just full of cigarettes. What's Homer make him do?
Makes him put a cigarette in his mouth.
He was going to make him smoke all the cigarettes, and then the delivery guy came in and said, "Hey, we got to take these back to Fat Tony."
And he said, "You look good with a cigarette."
Yeah, and then Homer goes, "Bart, I will always believe you." Or something like that. He said something like that. So then Fat Tony...
he said, these are because he ran out of storage.
Yeah, and he's like, you were telling the truth. But then Bart goes back to Fat Tony's, and Fat Tony's like, "Hey, thank you so much. Here's a suit to make you look like you're 100 years old."
Okay, more like 42.
Okay.
Because that's pretty old, and that's how old you are.
Mm-hmm. And Marge isn't digging the suit or the fact that Bart's working there.
And, of course, she begs Homer to go over there, and they decide to play a card game.
Yeah, Homer actually wins a whole bunch of money playing poker with them because they're trying to butter him up to leave Bart to be able to work there.
So Marge is doing laundry, and she finds $120 bills in Bart's pocket before she puts it in the laundry. And Bart comes by, and he's like, "I've been looking for that."
"Thanks, doll." Okay, so then toward the end of the middle part, Bart doesn't show up on time to help out Fat Tony and stuff because Skinner's got him doing the second chalkboard gag that we talked about earlier. And then Fat Tony kind of gets in trouble a little bit with one of the other mob bosses.
The mom bosses?
Mob.
Oh, I thought you said mom because he would get real in trouble.
Well, yeah, no, there's always a mob
moms.
behind those bosses, I'll tell you that. So then what happens is Fat Tony goes to visit Skinner.
And Skinner yells, "Get out."
We don't know that yet.
We don't.
No, but we'll get there.
I stand corrected.
All right, so let's jump to the end. Skinner's missing, and Bart's having nightmares like he killed Skinner.
And it's like, "You killed me. You killed me. You killed me."
Yeah, right. One was him in concrete boots at the bottom of a lake. So Bart gets arrested, and Fat Tony and all the guys turn on him, huh? Who was in the jail cell with Bart? Did you recognize it?
Yeah.
Who?
It was the dude.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah,
Sideshow Bob, yeah.
I don't remember his name, but I know him.
Oh, he will become a very prominent character here very, very soon.
He's already been a prominent character in one episode.
Oh, was it one episode? Not all episodes.
But he got in jail for that one.
And that's why he's in jail. So then Bart's sitting there being sentenced, and what happens? Who bursts into the courtroom?
Skinner!
Yeah, shows up and does what?
Shows up and tells his whole life story of how he didn't die.
Yeah, which is pretty boring, actually, if you think about it.
So, first of all, we're starting...
Oh, you're going to reenact it? Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
I am reenacting it.
Right.
So, first, he yelled, "Get out of my room," to Fat Tony.
Yep.
And his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Okay, I'm mad, so I'm going to go home." And he's making his own newspaper thingamajig.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either.
And the whole pile fell on him. And it was, taller than me.
Yes.
And
it would
that's
probably
pretty
killed
tall.
you if it held him down.
Yeah. Then he's there for quite a while eating his mom's very good food.
Mm-hmm.
and playing basketball.
He was dribbling a basketball.
And he would see, this is like a joke, but he would see how many times he could do it in one day and then try and beat the score the next day.
Yeah, he was stuck under a pile of newspapers for multiple days.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And then he was like, since I'm a science teacher plus principal.
Yeah, principal.
I think I am going to get myself out of this.
Yep. He did. He got out and he showed up in the courtroom, and now Bart is free. But he has to tell Fat Tony, peace out, mob boss dude.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
And they let him go.
Who's talk?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I like stories.
All right, Cassie, what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show is when, actually I have two.
Okay, what are they?
They are when Bart misses the bus and it starts to like pour
Instantly rain, right?
Like
way louder than that. And then the other part was?
And then it's also like the same part, but not,
Mm-hmm.
And it's when he steps straight, like one toe inside. And there's a rainbow. It stops raining.
Yeah, it was destined for Bart to have a bad day. All right, my favorite part was when Homie found all the cigarettes and was like, no, Bart, you're a liar. I'm going to make you smoke all these cigarettes. And the guy's like, hey, we're picking up a Fat Tony. And he goes, I will never not believe you again, or whatever he says. It's quite funny. It's my favorite.
Deep trouble.
All right, Cassie, the characters that were introduced from the Fat Tony and all the mobsters, right?
Yep.
I'm sure there were a couple other ones. Troy McClure was in this one again, which was kind of cool. He's been in a couple, but that was fun. Yeah. Cassie, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character was Bart.
Why?
Because Bart had like the main character and he was just funny.
Yeah, he had
tough days.
But it's Bart's shining moments, definitely. My favorite character is Wiggum, I think. Every time he popped in and out, it was just ridiculous. Like, you're going to be caught. Oh, this Manhattan is so good. I'll be back to play cards. Just really weird stuff. I'm going to get you, Fat Tony. Or how about just the cops in general, where they're like, they've been delivering pizzas across the street for days. We've been had. And then they come back and like, it's called like Flowers by Irene, which says FBI on the. Anyway, the cops in Wiggum were really ridiculous. Those are my favorite characters. All right, Cassie, what's the takeaway?
The takeaway is never sell drugs or smoke them.
And don't be a criminal.
Yeah.
Don't be a criminal.
I've got something I'd like to say.
Ratings? What are we rating this one, Cassie?
We are rating this one. Drumroll, please. 8.5 cigarettes.
Oh, cigarettes. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. 8.5 cigarettes. That was a good episode. I liked it.
It was decent.
Fat Tony's in the world now, so we're going to see where that goes.
Yep, and bye.
I feel that way too.
That's the end of the show, everyone. I hope you like the show as much as Maggie likes her pacifier, or Homer likes his beer. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Go to thisisfunner.com to check out some really cool shows. And please, share it with a friend.
Everything really wrapped up nicely.
Thank you all for listening to Once Upon a Time in Springfield. Please go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. And don't forget to rate, review, and share the show with a friend.
Ugly dougly done.
This is funner.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.